going on, guys? Welcome back to Pure Evil MMA. I'm your host, as always, Evil Eddie, and I got a really special guest joining us once again here on the program. We got UFC's Eryk Anders, who has an upcoming fight this weekend for UFC 236, and it's going to be an amazing fight, amazing matchup. We have a lot to discuss. So what's going on, champ? How you doing?
I'm feeling awesome, feeling great. So.
Where are you right now? Are you there doing media obligations yet?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Just got here today. Just 2 hours ago. So chilling in the home, trying to work.
So really quick, before we talk about the fight, like how did this come about? Because I'm looking on Twitter, I'm looking on social media, and everyone is up in arms about this fight. I mean, this has to be the sleeper fight that easily has all the ingredients to win $50K for fight of the night, performance of the night between you and Khalil. So how did this fight come about?
Man, I was just anxious to get back in the octagon and fight again. And this is the first fight that that they offered me. So send me the contract.
And like, what do you know about Khalil? Obviously, a lot of people are familiar with him on Ultimate Fighter. His last fight was really exciting. He goes in there; he's a stand-up guy, and you're very technical. So what do you know about Khalil, and where do you think you have the advantages for this fight?
Yeah, I think that we're similar in that, we're both left-handed, we both have to strike, we both move forward, so, we're staying from the fight. Like you said, I think it's definitely one of the sleepers on the card, and, we're definitely going to get in there for our show.
So he's such a nice guy. I mean, have you ever talked to Khalil before in the past?
Yeah, him and I have hung out, we sparred, several years ago, so he's a cool dude, it's just our profession, get in there and fight somebody somebody you like, so it is what it is.
So obviously I see this fight ending before it goes to the third round. Is that what you guys are pushing for over there? I mean, without giving anything away, that's obviously what you want, right? You want a finish, right?
Oh yeah, every time I fight I'm searching for the finish, so and I think he's the same way, so I definitely don't think the judges will be involved in this fight whatsoever, so, we're going to get in there and meet the middle and duke it out.
So you just said that you've sparred with him before in the past. I'm interested to know how long ago that was.
It was several years ago. This might have been maybe probably before I got in the UFC or right as I was getting in the UFC.
So what do you think has changed for you since that time that you two sparred? Like, what is your biggest improvement since then?
Same time, I train tirelessly. I train all the time. I live in the gym. So, I've been getting a lot of reps, training more, learning new things, developing. And I've also got more fight experience. So, I think that's going to be key.
Are you feeling a little pressure for this fight? I mean, you said you're so anxious to get back in there. Your last couple of fights, man, they've been really exciting. Your last fight with Elias. But this fight, man, I mean, you got to be so excited to go in there. I feel like this is a fight where you're going to be able to showcase your skills a little better and show everybody since it's on a big pay-per-view card. Are you feeling the pressure of it being on a pay-per-view card like this with Max Holloway and Dustin? Like, does that come into play?
Nah, I don't feel any pressure. Regardless of what fighting on the board, I'm just here to go out there and do what I do and, get my hand raised in the air.
So, honestly, man, are you interested in seeing any of the other fights on this card? This card is one of the most stacked cards we've seen all year.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, I think all the fights, I don't think there's one, slouch fight on the card, So, I'll be catching all the fights on the TV, there in the back as I'm warming up, and all the other. Really interested in seeing the co-main and main event.
Let me ask you this too. Obviously, this weekend, Bare Knuckle FC went down, and I've always heard fighters go, the gloves don't really protect us in the fight. All they really do is they don't even really protect our hands. Is that false? Like, when fighters say that after seeing this weekend's fights, I mean, how many times can guys like Artem and Jason Knight go in there and take damage like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's a risky thing, right, with not wearing gloves, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think the gloves absolutely, absorb some of that impact I broke my hand in my last fight, but that's one out of 14 professional and 24 amateur fights. So and the what do you call it? Those knuckles aren't digging into your cheekbones. So I think the gloves absolutely do a little bit. Probably not a whole lot. It's not a boxing glove, but certainly more than he getting hit with a bare hand.
Did you end up watching BKFC 5 this past weekend, or did you at least hear about it?
Oh yeah, I watched it. Yeah. I think it's just another form of combat sports. You got you got a boxing glove, MMA glove, and no gloves. So I think it's kind of the same sport. The guys, but I think it's the guys who go out. You don't see boxers just go out there and trade punches like that. So I think the guys go from MMA to bare knuckle. They have a different style. They're more aggressive than your typical boxer is.
Yeah, now Paulie Malignaggi is going to be fighting Artem. Obviously, I think probably 80% of people out there are going to pick Paulie to win that fight. Would you agree?
I think Paulie's going to get knocked out, man. He seems really skittish and scared of me. He seems too emotional. And I think that's the last thing he's going to the fight with is, wearing the emotions on his sleeves. Artem, he's got several knockouts and whatnot, so I think that he'll be able to touch Paulie and put him down.
I was talking to a lot of people, telling them that you're going to be joining me this week, and everyone wanted me to ask you what you think about Lyoto going up against Chael Sonnen, because you fought Lyoto before in the past. So, him versus Chael, how do you see that fight going? Who has the advantage there?
I think Lyoto's going to win. I think he's got more ways to win. And he's been a pretty active fighter. He's beat young guys. He beat Vitor. He's back on a winning streak. So, he just beat the former champ. What's his name? Rafael Cabello or whatever his name is. So, he's still got it a little bit. I think Chael's a little over the hill. But he might be able to put Lyoto on his back. So we'll see what happens.
2019 has been such an amazing year for mixed martial arts, combat sports in general, and obviously the UFC, you guys having this package with ESPN. What are some of the changes that you're seeing as a fighter? Are you realizing more people are paying attention to the sport? Are more people reaching out to you guys and showing you more attention? What are some of the changes that you're realizing now that ESPN's part of the deal?
I'm watching ESPN now, and I keep seeing the banner come across the ticker, here at the bottom. So, it's definitely getting more exposure. I think the main thing is the fights are starting earlier and finishing sooner. So,
yeah.
That's I prefer that to so I can get out and hang out with the family afterwards, and everybody's not so tired and ready to go to sleep.
A lot of people are saying that they're enjoying the earlier fight times. Also, they're airing the prelims on ESPN. I was a little upset when they said we're only getting 4 cards on ESPN, but now when you realize that the prelims are being aired on there, that's huge. ESPN's one of these channels that people leave on all day long, whether you're at the bar or I'll leave it on my TV all day. My uncles do. That's huge for the sport, and we're getting huge numbers in. So, with that being said, what is going to stand out about you with everyone else on this card, all the big names on the main card? What's going to be your thing that sticks out about you? What makes you different on this card that, some young kid out there tuning in to notice you? What is it about you that you think is different than everyone else?
The thing that's different for me than everybody else is everybody else has been doing this. I thought football was going to be my route. That door shut, so I kicked open another door. And, now I'm here fighting.
To do at this point, if there's anything else that you want to discuss, sponsors, shout outs, anything at all, the floor is now all yours.
Yeah, just special shout out to Infinite TV for speeding up the recovery, reducing inflammation, and making sure I'm able to train 100% all the time, and Revia for supplying the gear and clothes and stuff to train in and get ready for the fight.
And what do you got left for this week, between media obligations and what have you? What's the schedule look like for you?
That's it. Just a few media obligations tomorrow. You know, I'll train at night. Probably hit some yoga in the morning, and you know, cut weight Thursday or Friday morning, early Friday, and you know, get on the scale, rehydrate, and get ready to fight.
Eryk, I can guarantee everyone out there is going to be rooting for you guys to come home with 50K. This is one of the biggest fights on the card that everyone is talking about because it has all the ingredients for a fight of the night. This could even be fight of the year. You two go in there, you put it all on the line. You guys are known for going in there and knocking people out. So I want to thank you so much for joining us here once again on Pure Evil MMA. Last but not least, can you just say, hey guys, it's Eryk Anders and you're listening to Pure Evil MMA?
Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy, Eryk Anders, and you're listening to Pure Evil MMA.
Thanks, Eryk. I'll be rooting for you, man. God bless. Best of skill.
Hey, appreciate it, brother.
All right, have a good night. There you guys go. Eryk Anders joining us. I don't know what just happened there. My mic cut out for like a split second. I was able to catch it, but what Eryk was saying there, I was asking about the whole Conor McGregor thing, and, you know, what are the fighters thinking about it? Eryk was basically like, you know, I'll see it when I believe it. You really don't know what to believe when it comes to social media and, you know, the BKFC thing. I'm so interested to see what people are thinking about that because in my mind, how many times can these guys fight? Take that much damage. Think about the damage done to Jason Knight's face, Artem's face after that one fight, BKFC. Imagine 5 fights. The scars on these guys' face. They're gonna look like, oh, it's gonna be a mess. It's going to be a mess. And one thing, you know, BKFC is doing a great job, but I thought it was a little weird how the owner, and I love the owner, I have a lot of respect, but I just thought it was really weird that he came out there and was trying to give away one of the other fighters' salary because he wasn't pushing forward, wasn't pushing the pace. But I asked Misfit about this. You can check her interview out down below here on Pure Evil MMA. She was like, you know, we know what to expect when we go in there. We know what this promotion wants. Same with the UFC. Dana makes it very clear. Even on Ultimate Fighter, like, we want guys to go in there, push the pace, look for a finish. But how weird is it that the owner of the organization is going to come out? I mean, I guess the fans are going to cheer for it, and that's what the fans want. That's what everyone wants. But I just thought it was, I don't want to say not professional, but just very, you wouldn't see that in the UFC. As much as Dana tries to push his, you know, what he wants with the fighters, I could never see him going out in the middle of there and being like, yeah, we're going to give half this person. I just thought that was so weird. Let me know what you guys think about it. And let me know who you guys are going for with Eryk Anders versus Khalil Roundtree. This is going to be a great fight. Everyone's talking. Like, there's not a single fight on this card that isn't going to be fireworks. You know, ESPN, big error right now, guys. We're getting millions of views. The pay-per-view model changing up a little bit, can take some time to get used to. It will fall into place. We'll find the sweet spot. A lot of fans, a lot of media members, a lot of fight. Like, it's hard to make everybody happy. And just like I was complaining at the beginning of the year, I was like, you know, at first I was so excited about ESPN deal. I was like, oh, 4 cards. We're only gonna get 4 cards on. What is this about? But when you realize they're putting the prelims on ESPN before the pay-per-view. Oh my goodness. And you look at what these prelims are. Wow. Max Holloway, Dustin the Diamond, Israel Adesanya, Kelvin another thing I forgot to ask Eryk about this. Kelvin Gastelum versus Israel Adesanya. I broke this all down, UFC 236 pregame show. Down below here on Pure Evil MMA, guys. God bless Eryk Anders for joining us once again here on the program. It's always nice checking in with them. Very difficult reaching out to fighters on the week of the fight. I try to reach out, 2 weeks before. Eryk's done this twice for us now. Call in the week of the fight, and you think about all the media obligations that they have. They're cutting weight. They're preparing for an opponent that they're probably going to walk by in the hallway. Think about that mentality of what goes into being a fighter. That's why I love my job. I want to raise awareness, show these guys, show fans, show everybody how amazing this sport is and how much we can relate to all of these fighters. Going through our own battles in life. Everyone is facing some battle. Whether, I say this a lot, whether it's your boss yelling at you, whether you're 13 and your parents are yelling at you to clean your room, whether you're my age and you walk down in your apartment and you step in dog shit. There's always something. But there's nothing more inspiring than watch these fighters go through what they go through. And you see fights where guys down in the first round gets knocked down. 10-8 round, comes back to win. We've seen so many of these amazing moments. We've seen a lot of guys here on this program here at Pure Evil MMA on the come up, become huge stars. Justin Gaethje, Valentina Shevchenko. Bilal Muhammad's on this card as well. Max is on this card as well. There's a lot of people that we've interviewed that are going to be fighting this weekend, UFC 236. I cannot wait for it. I really can't. Make sure to check out that pregame show here on Pure Evil MMA down below. This episode of Pure Evil MMA has been brought to you by Alternative Software and their new game, MMA Team Manager, where you can take on the role as an MMA fight manager. You're going to manage fighters. You're going to try to lead your team to the gold medal. So everyone out there talking shit thinks they can do a better job. This game is so strategic. It's so on point. It's so realistic. Check it out. Alternative Software. Links will be down below here on the podcast. And this wouldn't be possible without them. So thank you guys so much at Alternative Software. I'm Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA, pureevilmma.com, where you can find all the latest news and updates. Remember, white knuckles to the end. Without evil, no purity.